2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, you want to talk about a coaching job. What a fast start. This team has already established their identity. They play for one another, trust each other. All of that goes back to leadership. And we'll see two of the league's best defensive teams. Kenny, when you were playing, which were some of the best defenses you faced?
Oh, that we faced, because we were a good defensive team ourselves. But I would say those 90s Bulls, of course. The bad boys, without question, in Detroit.
Speaking of
and
Detroit.
Utah. Don't sleep on Utah.
Yeah. Speaking of Detroit, Ben Wallace, boys are no joke. And the Spurs, Texas Towers, David Robinson, Tim Duncan.
That wraps it up for here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. It's time NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. Ron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. But Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Boston, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And for the Celtics, they haven't needed any time to find their footing this season. The guys gelled right away. The coaching staff has done a terrific job. It's been a dream start to the year for them.
Yeah, and you can tell they enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry amongst this group, and they've been having fun as they've gotten off to this good start.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. Clark, the rookies are still trying to get their firm footing as the new season begins and a new arena for them opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away, and I hit my stride and finished.
Now here's Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Outside, Walker takes the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
You look at Paul, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
Both good from the line that time. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Murray kicks to Barton. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Walker against Murray. Here's the floater. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Off target from three-point range. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
About it, Tatum's ceiling is really sky high. Now it's up to him to meet those huge expectations, and I think he will.
Nails them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Back to Walker. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Pass to Millsap. Barton outside. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. And here's Tatum for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Walker against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Kicks it to Barton. Pass to Millsap. And the Celtics going the other way now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Murray, the pass to Barton. From outside, off the arc. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum on the wing. Launches it. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Boy, set him up nicely that time, guys. And Tatum, like most players, shoots better off a good pass.
Harris outside. Murray kicks to Harris. To the middle. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist from Harris. 6 points for Paul Millsap.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Smart passes to Tatum. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. It's a 3-point game. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Now here's Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jokic finds Barton. Just 4 to shoot. And Boston rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
No good on that one.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
He's on the second. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg still has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Jokic passes to Millsap. Murray against Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Millsap. Walker checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. No good. Good defense by Jokic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Harris dishes to Murray. Millsap in the corner. Second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the first one drops. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. Now here's Williams. Shoots over Barton. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
A beautiful reverse layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
You know, Barton's an improving ball handler, and because of that, he's got more moves now that he can choose from when he's going off the bounce.
Here is Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And finished off by Brown.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
They get it back. Murray lays it up and banks it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Brown against Barton. Clock at 6. There's the triple. You can't get that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Now Walker shoots and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now, here's Jokic. 5 points in the game, and Millsap slams it in.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Here. Brown down low, Barton defending, and it's Brown missing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Murray. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Yeah, Murray is clearly a shoot-first guy who can really fill it up. This is a big-time bucket getter.
Cantor finds Williams. There's the pass to Edwards. For Murray. Cantor's shot is off.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Craig. 8 points his last outing. Murray outside. Denver passing it around. Here's Morris. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Free throw good from Brown. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Grant the pass to Morris. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Cantor. Shot from 12. Plumlee with the rebound.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And that one, good.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
Now here's Edwards. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brown outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Here's where Denver stands in the NBA statistics as we get started this season.
They don't make many mistakes. I just love the mental toughness. You saw third fewest turnovers per game. Great decision-making is so valuable, particularly down the stretch. Definitely a notch in their favor.
Now here's Beasley, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Craig kicks to Morris. Barry, three-point range. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Williams passes to Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the Nuggets were a surprise team to many last year, but they look poised to be good for a long time.
I could not agree with you more. They were the youngest team in the Western Conference, guys, in terms of the playoffs. They've got a solid salary cap situation. This could be the start of a golden age for the Nuggets, pun intended.
Here's Beasley. No points in the game yet for him. 52 in the first. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Edwards can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Outside Williams, passes to Edwards. Inside. Here's Cantor. They get it again. Brown. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Brown's got 11 points.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for the Denver Nuggets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, on is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams, and it's Edwards in at the 1 spot. Beasley against Brown. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Bounce pass from Plumlee. Beasley finds Morris. Here's Craig. Edwards defending. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Tatum in the charge.
You've got to be careful. Tatum, now, if you're not paying attention, he'll take that ball away from you quickly.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Morris inside. Edwards there. And it's Grant in the corner. 5 to shoot. The time running down on the shot clock. Grant's got his second bucket of the night. Boston trailing. Edwards passes to Canner. Pass to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
First free throw is good. And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris is checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Tice is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Second day with around 2 minutes gone so far. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. Here's Grant following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And the pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Over Edwards. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got it all tied up now for Denver.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Edwards passes to Tatum. Over Harris. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, guys, Tatum's ability to rise into his jump shot makes him hard to defend for just about all defenders.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Picking up his second for here has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Morris against Edwards. Tatum for 2. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Denver. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Grant. The Celtics also changing it up. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. And Walker subbed in for Edwards. Now, here is Morris. He's got 5. Kicks to Morris. Off target from outside.
You know, after making 1-3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Tatum on the wing. Over Beasley. Boston again missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. To the paint. Harris's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
Morris passes to Jokic. And Morris, 3-pointer. The rebound by the Celtics. And there's the feed to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum puts himself in really good position with his footwork. Fundamentally sound. He's on fire right now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket by Harris.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Walker against Morris. And Walker kicks to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cantor. The shot clock expires. Cantor's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Celtics.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Millsap. 11 points in that last game against Houston.
Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Back to Morris. Passes it to Millsap. And Tatum pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Drills the three-pointer.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And Clark, the media recognizing Malone by naming him a Coach of the Year finalist.
Well, you think about the way the Nuggets defense improved last year. It's testimony to Mike Malone and his attention to detail, particularly at the defensive end. The roster's all in on Malone as their leader, and that means the Nuggets are going to be a force for a while.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, you look at Monte Morris, this former Iowa State Cyclone, really an ideal option as a backup point guard because he's efficient and gets a lot done in limited playing time.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Will Barton, he's checked in for Malik Beasley, and Murray's subbed in for Gary Harris. Good on both. And Morris Clark, a second-round pick in 2017. He came alive in his sophomore season.
I love the fact that he got his chance and he made the most of it, Kevin. He showed great poise and awareness, excellent in terms of his shot selection, and was highly productive as a scorer and playmaker off the bench.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Walker.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And so Tatum nails them both. The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris outside. Down low. Murray, the pass, Millsap. He doesn't hit that one. Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. There's Walker with the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Back to Walker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Walker's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Walker against Morris. And it's Walker penetrating. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Here's Morris, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Great job, nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Morris, no good on the free throw.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now, here's Walker. 10 points for him. Walker missing again.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Clock at 4. From deep point range. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics leading by 5. And there's the pass to Williams. Back to Smart. And blocked. That one the glass.
Timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one, teammate?
Outside, Smart. Busted. No good that time either. Denver from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Morris passes to Millsap over Williams. Millsap misses. Williams, who brings it up for the Celtics. Here's Walker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength. Well, one thing you've got to know about Kemba Walker is that this guy can go off at any time. A dynamic scorer that also possesses the killer instinct, and when he gets it going, watch out. It can snowball into a dominating performance.
That's good. And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, Clark, he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league in its history. I mean, his ability to score from outside and inside, really hard to quite special. He's the type of player who always is surprising you on the upside.
Here's Walker, following the score by Jamal Murray. Outside Tatum. Now the dish to Williams. And the shot goes down.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Murray right side. To the inside, Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
On the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now, here's Walker. 13 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Seconds left in the first half of the game. Williams with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Walker with a clean look. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 6. He dishes it to Plumlee. Here's Craig, guarded by Walker. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Celtics leading by 6. And stolen by Murray. Here we go, one-on-one. And he lays it up and in. Murray's got 9 points in the quarter.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been story so far for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, a back-and-forth game through the first 2 quarters. Where does your team need to be more consistent in the second half?
Well, I thought we really guarded from about the second quarter on. Hopefully we can continue just to kind of grind. It's a tough game for us, and we're just going to have to figure it out.
One possession at a time. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boston leading by 4. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Milson. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor.
With the long arms that Barton has, he's an exceptional. I think he does a nice job picking and choosing his spots to take chances.
Now here's Smart to the wing right side. Walker against. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, Walker seemed unbothered by the defense there. Very creative with the rock in his hand.
And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
And, you know, the pure combination of speed and confidence makes Walker a great talent. He feels like he can go toe-to-toe against anybody and never backs up.
Now here's Millsap. Now here's Jokic. 6 shoot. Murray the pass to Jokic. That's tipped. And here's Walker. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside Tatum. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Smart against Murray. Outside, Walker. Rejected by Harris. Kicks it to Murray. Then he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics leading by 5. Brown inside. Martin defending. Kept alive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And the one at the line is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Gary Harris. Murray kicks to Millsap. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. And the drought. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Barton in the corner. Over to the left wing. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Millsap.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Here's Walker. No good on the shot. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray is what we call a professional scorer, a hired gun. This guy can torch you because of that shot.
Now, here's Tice. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Outside Tatum. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Tatum's got 18 points in the game.
His shoot has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Barton for that shot off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Smart misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Murray. 15 points in the game. A nice shot by Harris.
Nice looking look by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
Rejected by Harris. Murray outside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 18. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you could just see the foot speed was an issue for the defender there as he just sails in for the layup.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Grant comes in for Jokic, and it's Beasley in for Will Barton. And a change for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. That's good from Walker. Here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Beasley outside. Harris against Walker. With the floater. And Boston with the rebound. There's Brown with the three. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's 19 points for Jaylen Brown.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Now here's Beasley, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Grant in the corner. Lets the three fly, connects from three-point range.
Boy, they've been terrific from the second.
Exactly the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Cantor finds Walker. Lays it out of glass. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And, you know, Walker is really good at muscling his way through the defense. Tough to stop on the way up.
Walker against Murray. Can't hit from 12. Who brings it up for the Celtics. They lead by 7. And stolen by Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Cantor with it. Passes it to Walker. It is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They haven't wasted time to ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The Nuggets trail 8. Beasley outside. Wide open look here for Murray. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams passes to Cantor. Back to Williams. Outside, Walker. And that one goes long. They ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Kicks it to Grant. Brilliant block. Walker with it. Well guarded by Murray. And that one drops. Walker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
It's guarded by Walker. Beasley, the pass to Craig. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Grant. Shoots over Walker. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Some solid defense from Grant.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
The Nuggets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
Boston leading by 7. And Walker kicks to Cantor. The pass to Williams. From beyond the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Murray.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
Now, here's Grant. He has 7. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Smart's checked in. That one misses for Murray. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And Denver has possession after the basket by Boston. Now Williams. He's got 6. He kicks to Williams. Back to Williams. Now here's Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot from deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray, no.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Williams passes to Walker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Murray, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
That one goes in.
Hey, it's all about how you think, and the mindset of Walker, impressive. He can score in a lot of ways and dominates on offense with virtual ease.
Here's Morris. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Morris kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. Morris inside. Working on Walker. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Morris. Now here's defense is right there. Misses the jumper. And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll return shortly. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
We're playing play to play, okay? Great job scoring, coming down, directing the ball, being up to touch, making everything difficult, rebounding every time the right way. Be us, no shortcuts.
Well, got to respect what he just said during that break, encouraging his guys to rebound and defend.
And Kevin, highlighting how important fundamental basketball is. Solid defense and aggressive rebounding gets you wins in this league.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
Here's Murray. Buries it down low. Murray's got 23.
He's super hard to guard is Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Walker dishes to Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting 2.
Balls for Williams. Them both. Here for the Denver Nuggets. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Well, I tell you what, Murray is quite skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting himself to the line.
Free throw good, Murray. He doesn't get the second one. Boston leading by 7. Walker the pass to Williams. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical, but most of the time he's going to win that battle.
One shot.
Williams.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Now, here's Jokic. Over Tice. They grab their own miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Smart. It's blocked. Barton. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
An outstanding dunker. Give Barton chances to show off a little bit, and he takes full advantage.
Against Murray. Williams kicks to Walker. Now in the fourth, defense by Jokic. Williams with the block. Walker against Murray. They get it back. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 10.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Now, here's Jokic. That's tipped. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Smart, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. The Celtics also changing it up. Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And it's Brown in for Williams. Just minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. They double him with Barton. And wrestling for it there, but no. Will have a jump ball. And the Nuggets trail by 10. Murray's out. Barton with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Unable to get that one. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Solid rebound there. And with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And that one falls for Millsap.
And you know what I like about Paul Millsap is his all-around game. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds it, he passes it, defends other people very well. I mean, this guy really doesn't have any chinks in his armor.
Both free throws good for Millsap. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 34 points.
Boy, the heart of Walker, that competitive spirit, he's never afraid to go inside, and he's got a lot of different ways he can score in there.
And taken away by Brown. Count it, and the foul. Jokic, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
One shot.
And over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Walker against Murray. And Boston. Tice has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Smart passes to Walker. And they pick up 2. Walker's got 39.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Denver calls timeout. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
I love the way Gary Harris has played early in his career, but I think last season was solid, but a step back from what he was hoping for. His scoring and shooting dipped, and he just couldn't seem to find the consistency that he wanted all season long.
That one is off. And for Harris, not the way he wanted to start the first year of his 4-year deal.
And, you know, given that he was in and out of the lineup and fighting injuries, I don't think it's something that he should worry about. I mean, Harris is still an outstanding player. He's got tremendous upside, and I think he's going to be outstanding as he grows in the league.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Down low and stolen by Tatum. Left side, Smart. Basket counts. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Yeah, nice play by Smart. Under control in transition, something also he's improved at.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall. Celtics leading by 17. Tatum kicks to Walker. The Celtics working the ball around now. And here's Tice. They double team Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tatum. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Murray. Good, nice job down low. Murray's got 26 points.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Grant outside. Poked loose. Here's Walker. Here's Smart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Murray. Back to Harris. 5 on the clock. And Denver again with the bucket.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. Dishes to Tatum. Tice with the ball. Pass to Walker. Left side, Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
It's not a problem at all for Tatum to punch it down. Length and athleticism makes the flush an easy shot.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Harris. Barton outside. Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And he gets it to go. That's 28 points for Jamal Murray.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
In the corner, Smart with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And that's 10 points for Marcus Smart.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Barton against Brown. Now Barton. Back to Millsap. Lets it go from deep. And again, Denver with the triple.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Brown down low. Barton defending. And it's Brown missing. Pass to Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drives. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
And he makes the first. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And so Murray nails both of them. Celtics leading by 17. Left side, Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And, you know, you want to see Walker do more of this. Sharing the rock, getting his guys going. That's good stuff.
On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Smart. Feeds to Williams. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Millsap. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Murray against Smart. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Here's Murray following the bucket by the Celtics. Out to Harris for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Harris has got 10 points here in the second half.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Nuggets.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kemba Walker.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for Denver. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Plumlee. Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Here's Poirier. Millsap covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.